Hello and welcome to the March edition of Inside Rovers as we look back on a pretty hectic month which saw us play 7 league matches. But coming up on the show we speak to goalkeeper Ian Lawlor, we'll also chat with manager Grant McCann, and we'll also take a look back to see how the youngsters went in our junior takeover day. But let's kick off the show with a home match against Charlton. Well, an unfortunate own goal, but Malik Wilkes to the rescue and managed to salvage a point against one of the top sides in the league. But moving on, we travel down to London to take on Wimbledon. So it's time to take a look behind the scenes. During the month we had our junior takeover day, so let's see how the youngsters got on.
on the bench.
Absolutely fantastic. George has taken so much away from this. It's been a really special day. You know, we want to say a big thank you to the staff, and he'll definitely be playing again next year.
I enjoyed it so much. I just want to come again and do it and just make it my job. I would say they should do it. And even if they're a bit just like scared and they don't really want to do it, they should try their best because it's a really good experience for when you're growing up.
Nice bit of skill from Will. This could be a potential goal. Good chance.
Back to the football now, and with the games coming thick and fast, it was back-to-back draws against Blackpool and Barnsley. feisty derby against Barnsley, no one able to break the deadlock, but it's getting to that time in the show now where we get to meet one of our players and get to know them a little bit better, and this month we spoke to goalkeeper Ian Lawlor. Thanks for joining us on Inside Rovers. What were you doing last month? Because you've been putting this off for a month, haven't you?
No, I had surgery last month. I've been out injured for a bit.
Right, so that's
why I come
pretty good reason why.
That's a good reason.
Okay.
I made it up to now.
Yeah, we are very happy to have you with us. So we'll get straight into it. Is there any particular reason that you grew up wanting to be a keeper, family influence?
Yeah, my dad was a goalkeeper, so it's bizarre. I just wanted to chuck myself around in the mud and get as dirty as I can. It was just fun, it was enjoyable, and since then, to be fair, I've just stuck with it.
Right, so what do you actually enjoy about playing a goal now?
Obviously it's different to when I was a kid now.
Yeah.
I enjoy a lot more, there's a lot more pressure.
Yeah.
There's different things I enjoy, but obviously as a kid I just enjoyed it. It was really fun. I still enjoy being a goal, don't get me wrong, but I enjoy the challenges that I have. Obviously nowadays it's a bit different to when I was younger, but overall it's just fun. I love playing golf.
Yeah, and can you tell us a bit about your career before you made the move to Doncaster?
Yeah, well I started off playing for a team in Dublin called St Marquis. I went to like a semi-pro team called Home Farm, and then I signed for Man City and was there for a couple of years. I was on loan at Barnet, Bury, and then obviously I came to Doncaster for 2 years, just over 2 years now.
Nice, and you're enjoying your time here?
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, it feels like home. I really enjoy settling quick with the lads because we have a great bunch of lads. So yeah, I really like it.
Lovely. Okay, now we're going to get into the question some about your teammates, some more about yourself.
Yeah.
So who would you say in the team that you get on with best at the moment?
Good question. I get on with anyone, mate. I've not really got one person I get on with better than anyone else, but I spend a lot of time with Joe at the moment as well. Although injured, so we spend a lot of time driving together and stuff like that, so I've got to stay Joe.
Nice. And who in your opinion has the best hairstyle right now?
Oh, the best hairstyle? Definitely not me. There's a few bad ones as well, but best hairstyle I'll give Danny Andrew.
Okay, lovely. And who would you say is the most gullible? Is it just someone that falls for like anything you tell them, any pranks and stuff?
Definitely Kieran Sandler.
Really?
100%, yeah.
What does he do in particular? Like any particular moments you remember, or is he just not?
No, not just in general.
Okay.
I don't think there's much going on between us two areas, so definitely, yeah.
Lovely. And do you have sort of any superstitions, any rituals that you do before a game? Don't believe in that?
No, I don't believe in that. No, I don't want to. If I forget to do something, if I have a superstition and it'll affect me in the game, I just go with the flow, I just take it as it is.
Nice.
Yeah.
Lovely. Okay, now we're going to get into the quiz section. Okay, what were the teams promoted to League One this season?
I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not sure.
You don't have any clue?
No.
Really?
No.
Wow. So Luton came up, Coventry, Wickham and Accrington.
I should have known.
No, that's okay. Alright, okay, first one wrong. Okay. What is the capital of Croatia?
I know everyone says I know this one, I do know this one. I should know this one, shouldn't I?
You take your time.
How long have we got?
All day.
Capital of Croatia.
Zagreb.
Huh?
Zagreb.
Oh, well, no.
Yeah, I know.
Would definitely.
Neither. Okay, so England obviously playing the Euro qualifiers at the moment. Who do they play and who are they playing tonight? So who are their two sort of opponents?
No.
Really?
No.
So Czech Republic and Montenegro. Maybe I should have focused on like Irish.
I am Irish, aren't I?
Okay, you wanted this one. Who is the leading goal scorer in the Premier League right now? If you follow the Premier League.
I'm not a big fan of football. Leading goal scorer? Give me a clue. Got to get a clue on it.
This
What's the team?
Man City.
Where?
Yeah. Here we go. Okay, now obviously you're from Dublin,
Yeah.
right? And you guys love a good sing-along, like lots of Irish pubs and stuff, so I think you know what's coming. What was your sort of go-to karaoke song on a night out?
It wouldn't be an Irish song.
Really?
It wouldn't be an Irish song.
Let's go. What was it then?
It's Oasis. Wonderwall. Quite easy to sing, that would be the go-to.
Okay, well Ian, do you mind singing us a few?
I do mind while I sing it.
Okay, thank you. So you can choose whatever camera you want to.
Have you sing it to the camera?
Yeah, that's just on you, so.
Today is gonna be the day that we're gonna throw it back to you. You can sing it if you want. By now you should have somehow realized what you gotta do. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now.
That was really good. I feel like this is the best we've had, not gonna lie. Nice. Well done. Okay, getting to the end of now, some quick fire questions.
Right.
Edison or Allison?
Say it, sorry.
Yes, it's really hard. The keeper, you know, Edison
Yeah.
or Allison for Liverpool, who do you prefer?
Edison.
Okay. Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings?
Neither.
Okay, Scotland or Wales?
Scotland.
Nike or Adidas?
Nike.
Okay, that's all.
Is that it?
That was actually probably the quickest one we've had. Now Ian, you get to nominate who you want to do this next month with us.
I'll nominate Kieran Taylor.
Alright, guy with nothing in between the ears.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, well thank you very much for joining us.
No worries.
Kieran, we'll see you next month. Back to the football, and we face League One leaders Luton. A tough run of results which saw us face some of the best sides in the league. We had 2 home games to round off the month against Bristol Rovers and Walsall. time to dissect the month. Let's speak to manager Grant McCann.
Yeah, it was a good game. I thought we played very well on the day, and it was never going to be an easy game because of we know how good Charlton have been this season. So the Charlton game was a bit of a bitter pill to swallow, really. We felt as if we scored 2 legitimately good goals in the game, and especially the one at the end. We were disappointed not to get it. We felt a lot of decisions went our way. It didn't go our way in the game, but it was what it was. And we finished the game 1-1. Wimbledon fighting for their lives, and disappointed obviously to lose John at 0-0. I felt as if we probably won the game. Maybe definitely wouldn't have lost it if we would have kept 11 on the pitch. But it was a soft red card. Watching it back, it possibly could have been a penalty to us. But as it was happening at the time, we weren't getting much luck with the green, really. Blackpool is always a tough place to go. It really is, especially when the weather was like it was. It was drawing a gale. It was the same for both teams, of course. But the pitch wasn't great. They're used to that. Very soft, but I think the boys dug in. Especially after the defeat at Wimbledon, we dug in and we grounded it out, and we got a decent point on the road. We were very good against Barnsley, especially in the first half. Definitely the better team on the night. That's probably twice now we've done that against Barnsley, so we were disappointed to draw the game. But in hindsight, they were a form team. They don't concede many goals. The Luton game was a big learning curve for us, really, and I think it refocused the group. Definitely after the game, and when we got to the training ground the next time we trained, we looked at it. There was a few home truths told from the staff and the players, so it was a real eye opener for us. Yeah, well, we knew we had 2 home games coming up after that, Doncaster Rovers and Walsall after the Luton game, and we made a real point that we want to take the 6 points from those. We've been very strong at the keep-note. To score 7 goals in those 2 games was an unbelievable response from this group, and exactly what I expected of them. They're a tremendous group, and they always, with adversity, they always respond. Losing 2 big players in Whiteman and Keane didn't affect them, because we went on to the next 2 obviously after the Luton game and we took 6 points. So it was a really good response, and now we need to make sure we capitalise on that. We've got a really strong group now for next year, an under-23 development side, and they've done well with them. Stan and Gary McSheffrey, especially those 2, and Tony Cook, and since he's come in, they've been great with the 4 boys, and they train with us most days. AJ, Brandon, Marin, Reeves. Reeves has got, I think he's got nearly 30 goals this year in the youth team. Marin's causing people problems all the time with his pace. Brandon's already been involved in the first team, as is Reeves. And AJ is a lad who we see huge potential for, real aggression, gets about people, doesn't give them a minute on the ball. So the 4 of them have got a bright future, but now it's in their hands. We're giving them the platform, they've got everything they need here. Once you get that first pro deal, the hard work starts now. And you can't dwell on it. You can't think I've made it. I'm a firm believer that you have to keep grounded and work hard, and I'm sure those 4 boys will do that. The Rec's been really impressive since I've come in anyway, and watching him in the youth team games, he was head and shoulders above some second years I've seen him play against, from other teams. So he's progressing really well, and he's got a bright future.
So that's the manager's assessment of March as a whole, but it is time now to reveal your goal of the month. So that's your goal of the month for March. Thank you very much for joining us on Inside Rovers, and we'll see you in April.
Like watching Rovers? Want cheaper tickets? Easy. Buy a 5 or 10 ticket package and save money on each seat. Don't want to come to 5 or 10 matches? No problem. It's 5 or 10 tickets, so you could come to 10 matches and save. Come to 5 matches with a friend and you both save. 1 match with 9 friends and everyone's a winner. Or it's the same for a 5 ticket package. So it doesn't matter how you use your tickets or when. It's entirely up to you. Sit in the South Stand, 5 tickets for £17 each or 10 for just £16 each. West Stand, it's 5 tickets for £19 each or 10 tickets for £18 each. Or prefer the Family Stand, 5 adults from £18 each, 10 adults from £16 each. And don't forget the kids. For those 17 years and under, get a 10 ticket package for £15, £1.50 a ticket. Bring their friends or bring their whole class. Buy your 5 or 10 ticket package online at tickets.clubdoncaster.co.uk or at the Club Doncaster box office. Call 01302 762 576.